delivered some remarks. Details have not been released, but U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken of the Middle East says he is hopeful on it.
Well, first, what the proposal does is it brings an immediate ceasefire. And it commits the parties to negotiate an enduring ceasefire.
And says Israel has agreed, and or Hamas agrees, Biden's is found guilty of gun charges by a federal court jury in Delaware. He becomes the first child of a sitting president to be convicted of crimes. Prosecutor David Weiss says the justice
system... It's a criminal world.
Everyone must be accountable for their actions, even this defendant. However, Joe Biden should be no more accountable than any other citizen convicted of this same crime. Weiss thanked the Attorney General for allowing the prosecution to go forward.
How is your meat? The meat is roasted today. The meat is spit roasted, baby. It's 103. Come on, honey, go ahead. There you go. There you go. How you doing, Shemay? How's your meat? The meat is hot.
There's no evidence of violence.
Hey, Charles, how you doing, babe? There was no way I was going to be on a bike today.
Either Biden or Trump supporters,
no way, no how.
Great winners, right? I mean, we talked the night Trump was convicted about how Biden is now going to say convicted felon every time he talks about his opponent. Well, now it's like middle school. Trump can just throw that right back at him, but your son's a convicted felon.
Trial to face later in the year. Father, President Joe Biden, out campaigning with the issue of guns today. It's time once again to...
Callie Mo, how are you, babe?
A story about running into a fisherman who said that Biden should ban assault weapons.
He said, what do you mean I need that done? I said, guess what? If you need 12 to 100 bullets in a gun, in a magazine, you're the loudest shot I've ever heard.
Biden's saying he'll go back after Congress to act.
All right, how's your meat? It was like boiling today. Hey, Cindy said there's no way I'm going to be on a bike.
Election could be summed up in 2 words.
I got 100 degrees in the micro hood here. So, sorry, not sorry.
1,300 pounds to the average worker. Sure is promising nearly 20,000 tax cuts per year by the end of the decade. Polls show Keir Starmer's opposition Labour Party.
109 in Modesto, baby. It sounds crispy.
In the polling.
Sounds a crispy critter. You too. Have a great evening. Yeah, it's just kind of a how's your meat night.
Today, NHL, the Florida Panthers have taken a 2-0 Stanley Cup.
All right, let's see where we're going to park. We got this. We're going to be over here in the sunshine, unfortunately.
This is the answer. Yeah, not Oprah Winfrey. This is Hockey Dude. Global news 24 hours a day and whenever you want it with Bloomberg News Now. In San Francisco, I'm Ed Baxter, and this is Bloomberg back to Hong Kong.
This is going to get hot, so
all right, thanks very much.
Stand by.
See response there for sure. Well, let's take a look now at the top business stories.
I think I'll
here in Hong Kong. Well, the Biden administration is considering further restrictions.
That was a mistake. All right, I'm going to sit this just out of the sun for a minute while I'm
in Hong Kong.
going. Okay, so Shemay, if anybody asks, because it's too sunny. get one of the good spots here, your meat is going to be roasted. Your meat is absolutely going to be roasted.
It's down nearly 8% in the regular session.
Elon Musk has launched a lawsuit against OpenAI and its CEO Sam Altman.
Man, Elon Musk, this dude must be in court like every freaking day. Could you imagine keeping lawyers busy? How would you like to be the law firm for Elon Musk? Huh? That ain't billing out at less than $1,000 an hour, I tell you that. All right, we're gonna have a hard time maneuvering in here today. Reason being is we have a sun situation. And we got a real close stop sign there, so we're going to go up to this end to get out. It's 98 right now. This should be over tonight at 8 p.m. it said. So the beauty is these things never last long. It's just kind of roasting it's a little bit of shish kebabbing a little bit today. But there was no way I was going to ride a bike tonight. Leave that to the young people. Yeah, it's going to be in the 70s tomorrow, I think. I think the marine layer will kick in, I don't know. Who knows? Everybody's roasting their sacks. Please hit the like button if you're just coming in. I know some people wanted to see me on Spanky, but that's not going to happen tonight. Hey, Beach Street. Well, it's pretty doggone hot, but I'll tell you one thing. I need a good hot coffee to cool down, and there's no way that I'm going to be on a bike tonight. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Quiet day today, checking in down in Las Vegas. It looks like I'm going to be shifting things around a little bit. It looks like I'm going to be going to LA first. I think like the 6th of July, and then the 9th. It looks like I'm going to be heading off to Vegas for 12 nights in Vegas. I'm still firming it up. Hey Magda, but I need a little bit more time on the home front, so and then try to work out LA a little bit. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be there for the 4th, because I'm going to miss a great 4th of July service, but can't really be helped. So I hope everybody's doing well. I ask again, just please take a second and tap the thumbs up. It is very appreciated. We appreciate it. We don't have channel memberships here. We don't have Patreons, and that makes a lot of people mad. So we need the nice people out here to tap the like button. It's always appreciated. All content for all people all the time. Always has been, always will be. Somebody once said the other day, man, this is like old school YouTube. That's exactly right. Hi, Peach. Hello, Gerald. There's that nice two-tone Camry. That's a nice looking rig right there. So all people for all content for all people all the time. I don't have to sit around and wonder what am I going to do for my my channel members. Right? I don't worry about nothing. Hey, Wolfgang, how you doing? And that's the way I like it. I kind of like this pewter color here. Anybody see this pewter color on this CRV? How are you doing, Doreen? I could live in Vegas, all those free meals at casinos. Beach Street, let me tell you something. There's no free in Las Vegas. Right? The days that these guys could come in and play the penny keno for a penny a game and sit there and drink 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beers. They know what's going on in every single one of those machines. And if you're sitting there playing penny Modelo, you ain't gonna last long. Hey, Lone Hill. The days of just telling the stick man or the pit boss behind the crap table, hey man, could I get a shit for a buffet, I've been playing here for an hour, how about, okay, here you go. Thanks. Now you got to have all of this point system and all of this jive, which is a total bunch of BS. Okay, what are we in a parade? We got blockage. We got a pretty girl on a float. What are we looking at? We don't know. There you go. Didn't see you. Okay, there you go. What am I talking? So I guess tomorrow we will do some walking around, and we will go do the Wednesday market. So you got that to look forward to. Don't forget, Friday we'll be in Petaluma. We will be doing a mega stream, so be a part of that on Friday. All right, let's get parked in. Get in the shade. So we've got a good week. The only thing that's open is what we're going to do on Thursday. So that's still kind of in the open, what we're going to do. Let's see if I can actually get into this spot today. Looking good, looking good. We're in. Don't spoil your meat. Go back until we block the sidewalk. Don't block the sidewalk. Yeah, let's get back a little more. I guess I still got room. Somebody's going to be an angry beaver, right? And they're taking the fun out of everything. Well, Beach Street, it stands to figure once corporations got a hold of, hey kitty, once a corporation, let me try something here. Let's see. Professor, this Magda's fellow professor here. All right, let's let the breeze come in. Hey, Alex, I don't think these really make a difference at that distance. I did that just to be a wise ass, But I certainly need them working on the computer now, especially after 15 months of slaving away. Where in the hell am I? You're just somewhere. Am I blocking? I don't think I'm blocking. All right, let's put this down. Let that breeze commence. Do you think Hunter Biden's conviction will affect? I would hope it would not. I would say the same thing if Barron Trump was convicted of something. Absolutely, positively not. I mean, we're not a branch office. We're a branch office in one way, but people make mistakes in life, right? I had a lot of admiration for the president to fly there and give his son a hug. I mean, that's an important message, and it's like, well, I love you, but you're gonna have to face the justice, just like our former president's gonna have to face the justice too. Yeah, I've had a speeding ticket before. How you doing, Desert? Yeah. Oh, I don't really know. I mean, it's hard to say. It seems like more people than ever. It's almost looking like the election's going to be a foregone conclusion. I don't know what. I think from here things can only get worse for Biden. I don't know. I mean, interest rates are up, and it's hard to say. These are just my opinions. Trump is raising a tremendous amount of money, and if people sense that it's just not worth it to fight on the other side, they'll put their money in the Senate and the House, right? So it's hard to say. And you're staying cool. Yeah, it's no way I was riding a bike tonight. No way. If we had a little bit of the afternoon breeze in, yeah, I would say the temperature is going to be dropping while I'm riding. I waited and waited and waited until 5 o'clock. I said I can't wait anymore. Right? The temperature's not really going down. So, as far as the president's concerned, I would do the same thing if it was my kid. Go out there, give a hug, show support. Family is an important thing, and now go face justice. Yes, you're a changed person, but that's the thing. When we make a mistake, it's not enough to just say sorry. Right? There's always the damage to be paid. There's always the debt to be paid to the last farthing. All right, Shemay will tell you. Anyway. That's my take on the president's son. The president can pardon himself. I guess he can, Ronnie. If he is elected president, I would suggest he do that within the first 5 minutes of his presidency, so the kind of the stink of that can wear off as the presidency goes on. I don't know if I want to. I don't know, man. I don't know. And it's just something to your sense of justice that, I don't know. Your mileage may vary, but like I say, I'm still, as an independent, I have a right to wait till the very end to see how everything shakes out, right? There's a lot of stuff that's been going on the last couple of weeks. There's a lot of moving parts on the board. They're trying to get this Israel thing squared away. You got Kamala Harris. I mean, it was a little disturbing today. Fox had I guess they were celebrating Juneteenth. It's Juneteenth kickoff at the White House. Who knew my birthday month was so crazy cool, huh? With all this stuff going on. And it actually looked like the president was a mannequin standing on the lawn. I didn't know what that was about. Everybody's kind of shucking and jiving like Cool in the Gang, all the brothers and the sisters, and then this, you got this, you got this white guy in the middle of it. It looks like they went down to Macy's and just pulled out a mannequin and just stuck it in the middle. I don't know. You don't know what to do when he wasn't raised in Baltimore, right? I mean, you don't know what to do when you're in the middle of the brothers and sisters, and you don't really know what the hell to do, right? You're just like, oh, this is really awkward. How you doing? You know what I mean, Kitty? It's just let's just hope this song ends soon and we get back in the White House where it's cool air can give and comfort, and we can put on a little Bee Gees or something, right? New Jersey had a primary to California. Yeah, the primary is kind of we had a primary early this year, back in March or something, because we wanted to matter. Sorry, the rest of the country. I mean, we really wanted to matter out here. It's whoever runs for president starts with those 54 electoral votes in his pocket right off the bat. The blue party. How you doing, Jen? So that's the story on Hunter Biden, and he'll go do his thing, and right. I don't know if the president will have to immediately begin serving a sentence, or with no prior convictions or things like that. He might just be on parole with a shock collar or something. I don't know, right? In case he attempts to flee the country. What a world we live in, though. Yeah, please like and subscribe. It is very appreciated. So that's what's going on today. Orange is the new black. Quite apt for Trump. How you doing, Rosa? I don't know. I don't pay for TV. Yeah, 146 days to election. But I've heard that. I've heard of a show called Orange is the New Black or whatever. It's I'm happy. It seems like it's been a very peaceful Pride Month so far. We'll be shifting over to Juneteenth now, and then we'll be getting ready for the 4th of July. So so far there hasn't been. Doesn't look like there's been too much controversy, except in Florida today, the Supreme Court down there, or some judge issued an injunction or something. What station is that show on? I think it's a Netflix series, isn't it? I don't know. Friends in Cyprus said it hit 118 temperature. Well, a couple things could be going on, Welshboo. We could just be in one of these longer up cycles of a heating event. Or a Florida judge struck down that transgender care for minors, blocking that. You couldn't get in the way of that if they were seeking care. You had to. I guess they call it gender affirming care down there. So that has a court blocked that from taking into effect. That you can't do that for under the age of 18. Orange is the New Black has been off the air for more than a decade. Holy crap, a decade? Wow. Well, Magda, maybe black is the new orange. I don't know. Happy Halloween, honey. We love Halloween around here. And then we got Terror coming up as soon as Halloween is over. That's gonna be some good times. Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Ooh, we're roasting our sacks off, yeah. So it seems like things have been pretty peaceful. Like I said, for those of some people asking about the car and did you get the Outback? Went and did some research on that 2013 Outback, and as beautiful as that car is, the 2013 is noted to have some transmission and engine difficulties. And to tell you the truth, I just don't feel like playing Russian roulette. Right. The worst catastrophe for me is I buy something and then I'm looking at a $3,500 to $5,000 repair bill. Then I just, my battleship is sunk. Yeah, so I just kind of push that off to the side. We'll drop back and punt. We're not going to Vegas until we will be in Vegas the 9th through the 20th to the 22nd of July. Even older Subarus had engine issues. Yeah, but people keep buying them, right? Right. Can't beat an older car, basic electronics. Yeah, the problem with an older car like this one is 2016. The air conditioner craps out about 120,000 miles. So I don't know. I don't know. I still haven't taken it. You know, I picked the worst time. You know, you don't want to take a air conditioned car in to be looked at the air conditioning when it's 100 degrees. Right? The guys are looking at you, and all they see is dollar signs floating through the air all around the service place. Frankie, we got another one coming in. Looks like we got it coming in hot here. Right? I don't know. I might get in there and doodle with it myself. Who knows? I don't know. Man, I hate to bust my knuckles up and pulling dashboards out and jeez. You know, they leave that for the young cats to do that kind of stuff. So that's what's going on. I'm still swinging between, you know, I like the Accord, I like the Malibu, and I like the Camry. And I also like the Civic. I think those are some good choices for me. You know, so I don't know. We'll just keep an eye on the market and see what we can get. I'm looking for something preferably less than 50,000 miles in the way of a Japanese made. I have total confidence in all three of those products that I mentioned, all four products that I mentioned. Okay, we're going to park our car across we're going to park across all the parking spots. Good. Good. We got our fancy Cadillac. Toyota Honda for me. I think the Malibus are really sweet. I like the size of it. It's really a nice, substantial sedan. Yeah, what's up, Zombie Nomad? How you doing? Yeah, you know, Zombie, I weighed myself today. I weigh 6 pounds more than I did in 2020. So what does that mean? 176 pounds. So how do you like my meat now? Thank you, Duncan. $5 for the Alpine Route. There we go. $5 for the Alpine Route. Thank you, Duncan. Much appreciated. We're going to throw that into the July travel fund. We're going to call that the hot and sweaty adventure going down there. I mentioned solid predictors. They're nuts. What the hell is this solid predictors? What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? More big meat and more veggies. There you go. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you very much. But I think over the years, my weight has always been remarkably stable. You saw the weight loss. Well, I don't know when the weight loss was, but I don't know how long you've been on the channel. The least I ever weighed was about 158 pounds. And that was 2 underweight. I don't know what you're talking about, Magda. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's nice to see everybody tonight. So yeah, you know, it's kind of. I was happy to see. It was a touching moment to see. Yeah, I eat vegetables. I don't eat that much other stuff. Right? I mean, I eat carrots coming out the wazoo and all that. Right, my shirts. So at my age, I don't worry about any of that. I'm just living life, man. I don't care if I turn into Curly on Three Stooges. That'll be just fine for me. I don't care. That'll be happy. Or Spanky on Little Rascals. That'll be cool. The old war horse from Baltimore, right? The old war horse from Baltimore. Sometimes you just want to get out there, put your head down, and just munch some grass through the meadow, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I'm gonna give away my van. I don't need it anymore. Oh, is that anything to do? Man, that'll be cool, Shemay. You'll have a lot of people. You know, you should have a giveaway or something. I was referring to Alan Lickerman. And it's 100% accurate. 13 keys to the presidency. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Same here in 20. 6'3". I weigh more than I did in 2019. I got a well. Yeah, I mean, then it's 6 pounds over that many years, right? And also when I lose weight, it comes off very rapidly too. I think tonight we're gonna have some hot dogs and beans. Just keep it simple. I opened that bag of Ballpark Franks, so I can't let hot dogs go bad. And I don't like to waste food. You ever hear a Tesla back up? Ooh. They got this really weird whirring noise. I don't know who you're talking about, Magda. I just think plenty of people have died on the hill of predictability for politics. Right? Yeah, it's kind of a weird sound when you back up. Man, this kid's doing a wheelie on his scooter. About 15 years ago, I lost less than a month because I was shooting out my backhoe. Well, thanks for sharing again, Naomi. I appreciate that. Never did 100% accuracy. Oh, well, what does he say about this year? Or are we too early for a spoiler alert? And they had to install, what does it say? Yeah, dangerous. That's the one who Tesla truck. What did you think of that Tesla truck? Is it like really like just ridiculous looking? It looks like a piece of space junk just landed. It looks like a satellite just landed on a vehicle. Hey Lee, what's going on? Naomi's like, I feel like I could be open here. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Honey, there's open and then there's open, right? There are two. Yeah, it looks like a spaceship, yeah. I don't know, man. What the hell? I mean, what am I, a designer? Oof. Oof. Somebody's anxious to get home and crack the can of Bud Light. And that's what wakes people up, that kind of noise. Yeah, it's just a weird, it's like the buses make that ooh. The electric buses. I can't abide the Tesla truck. You know, the dumbest thing I did is I didn't buy that Toyota FJ. Yeah, space junkyard. I'm sweating the sack off, but I'm all right. You know why? Because just burning up the last of the. It's burning up the last of the pollen, which is a good thing. Because you guys know I suffered mightily this spring, as I knew I would. So I don't know who this Alan Arkin predictor is. I never heard of the guy. Luckman, Brinkman, Schleppman, whatever the hell his name is. Lichtman. Well, what did he say? I mean, you know. He said Biden would win. Well, We shall see. As my friend Ed Yahart used to say on FNN, Financial News Network, the forerunner of CNBC, we shall know in the fullness of time. How you doing, Joni? What's going on? Burning off the cherry. Picked up fresh peaches today. My peaches are a couple weeks. My peaches will be coming in. Plums and then peaches. So Joni Portwood has the Richmond Indicator on the election, and the Richmond Indicator says Trump will win. That's because that's because it's a little unlevel to one side. So we put out Trump on one side and Biden on the other. It's the Richmond Indicator, right? I just let the peach tree lean into the orange tree for support. They're like a couple pals out there. Ask Joni Portwood about the Richmond Indicator. Not much action around here today. I think people are enjoying their cool air-conditioned company. Academics with PhD, Lichtman is a political science. Oh, okay. That makes it all good. Yeah, the peaches come a little later. All hail Lichtman. Can gold and silver be considered as passive income or just storage value? Well, there are some companies that will, if you let them hold your gold and silver, they will. In other words, if you give custody, then you can earn something on it. But I don't think it's treated as, it's definitely under the capital gains. I like to think inflation is cooling off a little bit. Well, man, customer mad me after I cut 3 holes in their home to replace the water line. And did you give them a discount? Yeah, they called me to go over to the church today. I was like, I'm not coming over, man. I've had enough for the week. I'm a spent force. I only got so much give to my take and so much take to my give. People, you give a bit and they'll have you there full time. So the best thing in the last 30 days was the discovery of the new old 7-Eleven and how good the coffee is down there. That's just that made my whole month. Let's see, like the architecture. They say inflation is a tax on the lower end of the population. I say inflation's a pain in the sack. That's what I say. Looks like a trash can on wheels. Yeah, June was, since last evening? No, she hasn't come in yet. Hopefully she's beginning physical therapy and neurological evaluations. Oh yeah, the coffee's much better at the new place. Hopefully she saw her lawyer and he's got her all fitted up with a walker and total head bandage and everything. I'm only here to look after your interests. That's it. I used to be in for the waste of money. It's a total waste of money. The only thing we have to worry about is space out there and whirling around. How you doing, Angus? My daughter sent me a picture of a big whoop-de-doo at the Raytheon today. Down there, a big party. Well, you should do, just try that coffee. No, I don't. I've had that coffee before, Mag. It's too sharp for me. It smells like it came out the end of an orifice or something. I don't know. I didn't finish and they have to proof it. How convenient. You didn't blow out that bathroom, did you? Hell, I'm eating here. Solid advice. Ask a lawyer. Why are you calling a lawyer? Right. A lot more problems. Well, it's important that we be present in the stratosphere and out in the orbits. That's for sure. Because everybody's going to be gunning for everybody else's crap up there in the sky. So now we're working on cloaks of invisibility that you can't undetectable. I hope I didn't give away a national trade secret. Yeah, I wish out here they would announce when they're launching from Vandenberg, but they never do. It's always military crap going up down in Oxnard. All you see is that just going up in the sky, straight up. Yeah, all the lawyer jokes are funny till you need one. Don't ever sign your rights away. We've seen the inside of that old 7-Eleven. Yeah. It's a fast fill market or something. I haven't darkened the door of that place since they changed out. The other 7-Eleven is a very well-oiled, very well-run operation. We don't even have enough artillery shed. No, I haven't thought about painting it red. Because, you know, I've got the big, heavy hood security door on it, right? You got to have that, or somebody be kicking it, you know, to have a breaking, what do you call that? Break into the house or kick the door in. So it's got a nice meaty door on it. You gotta have a hood door. Home invasion, that's what they call it. Yeah, thank you, Naomi. I like my shirts. So that's what's happened today. There wasn't really anything else that caught my eye out there. Like I said, it's been a very quiet, I don't need a hood door in my neighborhood. You probably will coming up. We're just ahead of the curve for a lot of the rest of the country. So you might want to shop it now, at least put it into storage so it's easy to mount. Be a smart shopper. It's too hot. Is too hot. Is that a question or an answer? Honey, it's 96 degrees. What we're going to do is tomorrow night we're going to go to the downtown. We're going to go to Wednesday night market. My tiny home in the back will be painted pink. I'm thinking more of a container home now. I don't think that's befitting your station in life. You might want to stack 2 containers. Or actually, they're doing a double stack right down on the first level for like a living room and a dining room. No, they have the kitchen and the dining room, and then you have the living room, and then upstairs you have your bathrooms and all that stuff. If you've seen the film, are you sure would be able to? Allergies just have claws into you. They don't like to get. Last year I went all the way into July. Awful. The kitchen would be for the show. Good news at the tail end, the eyes aren't itchy. How come the president I don't know. That's a good question. Let's just calmly list, without preaching, if you can just in one simple sentence, one simple declarative sentence, list the reasons down, we might get some answers. What do you think? Biden is afraid? Did he say that? Thank you. Energy was cheaper. I think most of that, sadly, is in our state. We keep electing these people that just put taxes up, and taxes up here. They don't ever know when to stop. Every time you turn around, the fire department, the police department need more money. So they just keep over-responding to everything. I guess some people think some people might see President Trump as like a Potemkin businessman. In other words, he looks solid from the front, but there's really nothing behind it. Some people are of that opinion that is just like a, that's like a facade. I don't know. I never looked at the guy's books. What do I know? I'm just saying. I don't speculate on stuff, but other people do. I think he has I think he appears to have a very vindictive streak. I don't know if that's the healthiest thing in the world. In other words, you can't really forget something. I think that worries some people. I think other people are the opinion that he instigated an early glimpse of revolution in America and what it might look like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lee. I'm just listing out I'm listing it out. Somebody asked a question about that. What is it that people say? Well, that's another thing that they say there. Right. I'm not carrying any water for anybody. I'm just putting it out there. You know, a lot of the Hollywood elites don't like him, which is a good reason to like him in a lot of ways, because the Hollywood elites, the people like the Weinsteins, the Epsteins, these people are just the world's worst out there. And a culture of selfishness and lecherous behavior and things like that. Hey, Roxy, how are you, honey? So those, I think, are the principal things that I would say. There's a bit of a fear factor of, you know, our country is in a very divided state right now, and things could tip over more easily than we think they could, and you know, that's always a concern. Civilization is a thin veneer, right? You look at, oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Yeah, P. Diddy's guilty, of course. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I remember years ago somebody said, oh, you don't think Jizzbag Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, they're good people. People are just jealous because they have a nice place. Right? That's what the National Enquirer was always good for. They would always run with the story before anybody else ever dared to. You know, here's Stormy Daniels, right? The All-American Apple Pie. They're all good friends. There's not a lot of difference between any of them, in my opinion. There's still a lot of story to be told about that place. Lee Mo will tell you. Man, you've only seen the tip of the iceberg on that. So what are the things, did you see, the good work we do here is to help you make your, yeah, I say we're going to do the other we're going to do the other side now. We got the ones listed up for former President Trump. How about our current sitting president? The marks against our current sitting president. To my way of thinking, he's a decent person. I've never had any, growing up in Maryland and next to Delaware, I never heard any real negative things about Biden. My number one concern would be the age of the man. And he would have loved it. Oh, thank you, Jen. And who is slated to come behind him? That would be my biggest concern. Biden's into corporate interests. I think he's too political with our country. In other words, he tends to see people coming over the border not as a symptom of, not in the aspect of human compassion, but he sees them as political votes for the party in the future. And I think that that's very misplaced priorities on that. I think he puts party before country. And I think that that's a mistake that people see in that. I think also people tag him with, too much money printed by the government and inflation run out of control, which in actuality the president has very little control over. They're really just suffer with it. And please look out there. There at the track. I sent you something. Oh, you mean at the post office box, Cheryl? I'll go there. Cheryl? Yeah, I'll go there tomorrow. Thank you, honey. I guess you mean do you mean like the P.O. box? So I don't think the immigrants mean anything to Trump. Nor did they really mean anything until they started showing up in blue cities. Look up in the chat. I sent you. Oh, I don't know, honey. What did you send me? I can't scroll up that far. Did you send me a donation or something? Let's see. Was there a donation? Well, if you did, thank you for the donation. So I think that that's another strike against the president. And I don't like the price of meat. President's got to be responsible for that meat. I think both of them are equally derelict about the federal debt and the federal budget. I don't think that either of them really gives a damn. As long as you can kick the can down the road, it's all good. So you never hear anybody even talk about any. Remember, we used to have Pete Peterson and the Peterson Commission and looking at the debt, and this is what we need to do. Nobody cares about that shit anymore. Nobody cares about that anymore. That's reached the point where nobody thinks it even matters anymore. Anything else? I think that's a pretty fair assessment on both sides. Fine goal. Just tell you, remember when that time? I don't remember that, honey. Sorry, why? There's one of two factors that will do no way I'm land. Me too. That's what I see, sadly. I carry no water for this life anymore. I mean, I'm just saying. Right. But I don't think anybody even wants to look at that anymore, and that's a real problem now. That's a real problem. A lot of it is corporate greed. Well, you know, a corporation's goal is to maximize profit for shareholder return. So when we say corporate greed, we're really talking about the greed of a lot of everybody that has 401ks and right, investments and all that. So we are corporations. And, you know, if somebody's willing to pay it, and it's like we got PG&E out here, and no matter how people are struggling to pay their utility bills, we have a public utility commission that's politically appointed. So, you know, they just think that, right, who cares, right? You'll figure out a way to pay. There's no concern on the part of the state of California for anybody in this state. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, they don't care about the taxes people pay for gas. They don't care about food prices. They don't care about the prices that people pay for utilities. They don't give a flying F about that. And that's sad. That saddens me a great deal that Sacramento is so out of touch. So that's the way I see both sides. I think it's pretty well balanced, right? We can all find fault with each other, and we do. The stimulus was peanuts in a state where gas is $5.50 a gallon. All right, we're charging. So people here will keep voting themselves more and more taxes until it just finally breaks down, and then all of a sudden they'll be in panic mode. And then the court will say there's nothing you can do to reverse these pensions. They have to be paid, so you need to raise people's taxes. And man, Katie barred the door. So that was interesting. We listed a lot of stuff there. Yeah, I don't feel one way or another about him. He's just another long line. I got here with Gray Davis, and he was a washout. Then Schwarzenegger was a dick. It's just, and Brown came back, and it's just a total shit show. You got convicted murderers with more rights than the people on the streets. The Brat Pack. I will say this about Election Day. The propensity for fraud is increasing dramatically, particularly if one side senses that they are slipping, then the potential for fraud is through the roof in that situation. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to pull it off, especially with mail-in ballots and all that crap. I don't know, Magda. You got some really foaming at the mouth Democrats out there too. All right, take care, Cheryl. Oh, I dropped a line to Cheryl S. today. How you doing, June? She's doing okay. She's just awful busy. So she said to say hi to everybody. She'll be around when she can. I said, cool, no problem. You come when you can and don't worry about it if you can't. June, I hope you tell me you're in a wheelchair today. That'll really make my day. And you can't quite form your words properly. Cheryl is a busy executive. I think what happened in Europe is kind of a foreshadowing where you have all this unlimited immigration and all these immigrants getting all these benefits. And you saw the vote go solidly to the right over there. The EU Assembly, that's why Macron called a snap election in France, because he wants to make sure he still has his liberal base. Lee, walls don't work, ask my neighbor. Tear down this wall. That's funny. So I think that election is a real concern for this people over here. That looks like a hard push right is coming against all the shit that's come down the last few years. Yeah, there you go, Lee. And it just made a solid turn to the right. Will his political importance be done for good? I don't know. I guess he could always write a book or three. He could be the ambassador to England or something. Rule Britannia. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. If I was him, I would just retire to Mar-a-Lago and just, you know, drop the hook in the water, do a little Lee Hail and just kick back, crack a few bush lights, and do it up. Something just said update your phone. If we suddenly go off, it'll be because they're trying to run an update on the Samsung. So just in case, I'll restart it when I can. They might have just come in as a text. Yeah, talk to your lawyer, honey. I talked to my... Oh, excellent. What did your lawyer say? Did he say, that's good advice? Excellent advice your friend gave you. They'll tell you, you're not a doctor, you don't know, so don't talk about it. We're going to get a good settlement. I wouldn't be in any rush to hump food around either. Well, I tried to for a day. I got bills to pay, but man, I just can't do it. Well, I don't, Magda, in a lot of ways, I'm kind of a fatalist. No matter what happens, it doesn't make a whit of difference. I see the path we're on. Hey, Vicky, it doesn't, it's a moot thing. It doesn't matter. Neither one of them has the capability to solve the long-term issues which threaten the posterity. Their thinking is, what the hell? What has posterity ever done for me? They call me back. There you go. That's exactly what you need to do, Jim, to explain this delayed. I think you probably have hit your head without even realizing it. So you better go in for a neurological checkup. Okay, he got all my insurance info. Yeah, you need the other person's insurance info. He'll do what's called an inquiry. He'll ask what insurance and what the policy information, what the policy levels are. Yeah, that's good. He'll do a quick release of information thing, which will show what kind of coverage this guy has. Hopefully, what was he driving? A Cadillac, a Benz, a Beamer? I mean, what did the guy have? Of course, that doesn't mean a lot these days. I always tell people you can't know in the first couple days what you're up against when you have an accident. Your body is and your mind is in shock. Always have to protect your interests. A Toyota pickup. That might be a yellow caution. I don't know. The yellow flag is out. Well, it might be a Tacoma pickup. I'm not telling you to be a fraud, but I'm saying don't sell yourself short either. You have all the inconvenience, all the stuff that came down. Your life was disrupted. Yeah, you get hit from the rear, or you don't know. Bad news. Hey, Patty, how you doing? forget my mental. Yeah, that's the thing. You're discombobulated. You've suffered an actionable tort. I got hit on the way to Sears in the rain going down St. Paul Street like at 36 or something. Some dope rear-ended me, pushed me right through the intersection. I made the mistake of getting this Irish lawyer who was drunk all the time. Like, the guy had a Cadillac and he rode around with a case of beer in the back. That was a mistake. There you go, Big J. It's like when the goof ran into the front of the Rancho and took out the corner of the house, right? And it's like the woman did now. You know, she was drunk. She was driving Daddy's BMW. She had nothing. And, you know, I had like I don't know, like a $800 deductible or something like that. And I thought, shit, I'm not paying for it. She's got nothing. And then, you know, Safeco's after me. Oh, you know, we got to settle. We got to close this thing. I'm like, no, she's going to pay that money. Well, they knew damn well she wasn't going to pay the money. Finally, they just said, forget it. We'll just pay it ourselves. You know, that was it. You know, insurance companies hate to have open issues on the books. It's like a festering sore. So we don't have to deal with all this political stuff. Independent. How's Massachusetts going to be independent, honey? That's as blue gets, honey. You have the whole Kennedy legacy you're dragging behind up there. Oh, it's been a lot. I haven't been to Massachusetts since shit 2005 maybe. So just an update, those of you who are joining, please tap the like button. And by the way, the 2013 Subaru I was looking at, that year has issues with transmission and engine. So I kind of like, you know, I have to always do my research very carefully. Now, it could be if I bought it, it would go well and I'd never have an issue. But who knows? I miss Bill O'Reilly. I liked it when he dropped the F-bomb. Oh, going fishing, that's cool. Sean Hannity. I loved it. He was a fascinating character. He was like a Worcester version of Crossfire with William Buckley Jr. Man, Buckley was amazing. Hey SVSD, how are you? Yeah, that's right, Alan. I tried to tell June because they just want to. I'm doing all right, SBSD. They just want to put that paper in front of you. Okay, just sign. You're okay. Good. Hey, we're gonna give you a coupon for a double dip at 31 flavors for your trouble. Thanks. Just to show you how kind-hearted we are, we'd like to extend this to you. So there you go, June. You can get your double dip of Baskin Robbins flavor of your choice, courtesy of Dingleberry Insurance Company. Is it a good one? Did he tell you some of the stuff I told you? Like, you're not a doctor, so just throttle back, right? I got accused of being a scammer on here for protecting your rights, right? Yeah, that's good, Zombie. That's good. Oh, that's good, June. You tell them, I thought it was okay, but it's just, I'm really, really shaky these last couple of days. There's something going on. Something's not right. Yeah, he needs a couple days to get the response to see if there's anything in the goldfish bowl to grab, June knows I love her, man. I got her best interest at heart, right? He's like, man, if I had you as an attorney, Rosie, we'd be like a rabid dog in there. Man, look at how big ass this thing is. Wow. Look at that thing. Man. Wow. Person behind me didn't even honk because they knew I was like on a cool mission. Hold on, guys. I got a problem with this thing. Oh, shit. I got to get this thing mounted. Hold on a minute. Alright, here we go. Come fly with me, come fly away. Yeah, thank you, Patty. How are you doing? Have you leveled out? Everything all pretty stable in the home front? Took care of your daughterly duty? Hey, Cindy. Very proud of you. I wish I was half as caring about my old man with all he couldn't do. Well, that was during the pandemic and stuff. But should have visited him a lot more than I did. That's for damn sure. Today, honey, it was 96 degrees. I can't ride a bike when it's 96. Well, you don't see many Mitsubishis around, do you? Buckley could talk on any subject. He was brilliant. Can we make it across? Dun 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 dun. Honey, that's just hood driving at its finest, honey. That's all that is. That's just hood driving at its finest. All right, let's see what we got in here. Saving water is beautiful. So is your meat. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know. I don't see any prices on windows or anything. I don't trust any dealer that says that they have a consumer satisfaction report like Gold Star. Oh no, Hyundai, man. Back here again. All right, let's take another look. I got to put the case back on this thing. It's sweaty. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. I had to take off the otter box jacket on this thing. On account of the heat. All right. Let's see, what's our battery level? We're 74. We better take this over. She may want a pink Hello Kitty. What does she want me to look at? Trucks? What is so attractive? Why do women like trucks? Good Lord. When I was growing up, that's the last thing that a woman wanted was a truck. Black Widow edition, man. You better have deep pockets for that. There's those Jeeps. You might as well drive them from the junkyard, from the dealer right to the junkyard. Eliminate the middleman. I don't do a truck. The truck is not befitting my station in life. Right. All these are like SUVs. V8, baby. Let's see what they want for a V8 these days. Man, is this thing big. Whew. Yeah, 30,000, 2020 Nissan Armada, baby. 8-cylinder, 5.6. But you use a lot of fuel on that, baby. This is a very sharp looking one right here. RAV4. Wow, 48,000. titanium. Ford Escape titanium. People really don't, you guys really don't like VWs, huh? I can't imagine that Germans build a crappy car. '21 Tiguan. $38,000 miles. Wow, you guys are really, what the hell? Volkswagen used to be a gold standard when I was growing up. Even Cindy's like, no. Chevy Equinox. $1.5. I got a 2.4 in the van. It's like, really? How do they keep sell? How do they stay in business then? No, I said, were you against the VW? Here's a 2-liter 4-cylinder. It's broiling out here today. These are small cars. 2019 Honda. That's the Terrain. That's a nice looking vehicle right there. How in the hell can you have a 1.5 liter? I mean, come on, man. I might have been born in the morning, but not yesterday morning. There's that pewter color again. I've never heard anything negative about a CRV. Everybody gets mad. I look at a sedan. I mean, hell, that's what we all used to drive before we all got hooked into these trucks and stuff. There's the Lexus. I know this Lexus is an arm and a you-know-what. That's not bad. That's a 2014, 20,998 with 20,000 miles on it. I mean 76,000 miles. Alan Gentry would tell you this baby's just getting broken in. This is used, honey. You must think I'm as rich as you. Look at those seats. That's not a lot of mileage, is it? The cat's meowing, that baby. That color looks like a turd, though. Here's our Subaru in question. Man, this thing is in such good shape. But man, if I get stuck with a lemon on this baby, holy smokes. Would I be spitting bullets? Look at the shape this thing is in. I still can't get over this. I mean, how bad can it be? 17,998. No, I can't do that, honey. It's not in the old budget-a-roo. What is this? It's got genuine imitation wood on the dashboard. Doors open. Alright, here we go. Let's get inside. Man, this thing looks brand new. The Sisters of Subaru. I mean, this thing doesn't even have wheel rash on it, you know? This had to be Granny's wheels. Michelin tires, brand freaking new Michelins. Yeah, I know, Mary. I'm just saying, it's really hard for me. It's like a crapshoot, right? Yeah, the problem is, Tio, this 2013 was known to have, not all of them, but enough transmission and engine problems to warrant a flag on reviews and stuff, but it's just in such damn good shape. Well, I don't think a mechanic can really tell anything more than I can about. Look at this thing. It's like it's in brand new condition. It's like they didn't even have kids or something, right? There's no crap slobbed all over the place. 70,000 miles. Yeah, 78,000 miles. $17,998. Alan Trencher said, well, you stepping up to the roulette wheel, maybe you'll be the lucky one. Spin that ball. What's up, Rio? Yeah, I need to get something soon. I'm at the age, hey, Judy, I'm at the age I'm tired of being in a tin can. I'm tired of road noise. Yeah, that's 198,000 miles on it, right? So that's like, you know, it's like you're playing Death Race 2000 across the desert, right? I'm wondering what shit's gonna go bad next. What is this? I wouldn't take that crap sheet because that thing, and when it gets miles on it, it will blow a head gasket. I saw this Buick looked really nice. '16 Buick Regal, 31,000 miles, 18,998. Man, look at these seats. I'm looking at sedans. I'm liking this Buick right here. I've never really heard anything bad about Buicks. That baby would give me a nice ride right there. And the mileage is low. 31,000 miles. That's in dynamite shape too. Yeah, I've never heard anything negative about Buicks. Sometimes it tells you what it was. Beautiful. 30,769 miles. Look at those seats. This looks like a beauty. Well, I'm definitely interested in this one. the most solid feel of anything I've looked at. Thing still got warranty. Yeah, it's just a bad year for Subaru, that one. That thing looks like that baby would really ride comfortable. That Subaru's got, you know, you're taking a shot that you're going to be a lucky one. Not everybody had a problem. But you don't know if you be the one. Yeah, this ain't gonna go anywhere, so we'll research that baby. I can't even get a nice 300 anymore. All the ghetto rats grab them. Here's the 200. All the hood rats love them. I don't know what the heck this is. Oh, it's a Kia. Janet's Kia did 200,000 miles. It's still going. Well, I mean, for that price, I'm not going to cry. I mean, if I get 5 years out of it, that's pretty good. '20 Corolla. I don't know. I think Mary Barra has GM firing on all cylinders right now. There's not a, like, starting with there's no car that's even comparable to the Corvette right now. I give her a lot of credit for that. I think these are all Corollas here. '2017 with the 88,000 miles, the Corolla. I didn't know all the doors were open. It's weird that offset. Smells like somebody's perfume bottle blew up. Yeah, Vet, could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Me and a Vet. Here's the nice Accords. $30,000. It's a Nice Malibus. For 2020 Accord Hybrid. It's a nice looking vehicle. $40,000 miles. Alan Gentry would say this Accord Hybrid is just getting broken in. $23,998. That's a hybrid to boot. That's got that nice pearlescence finish on it too. That's a nice looking car, isn't it? This blue is a little too bluey for me. Yeah, I know you had two Hondas. You've had good success with them. Here's a 2020 Honda Accord LX. 33,000 miles for $23,000. It's just a hell of a vehicle, isn't it? I bet this baby floats down the road. I like the color too. 33,000 miles. It's got that VTEC engine. Oh, I'm definitely gonna. Air conditioning's pretty much the standard these days, right? Look at this handsome boat. Just hate to put something like this on the street out there. $2020 Accord Sport. That's a beautiful looking one. Seats. I don't know what that means, Pat. He talked to me like I'm a fifth grader. It's got some kind of mystery smell in it. It's a handsome color, isn't it? Yeah, I think air conditioning is pretty much standard these days. Right, that's a big, big car right there. $2020 Insight, 15,000 miles. Is the Insight the low end or what is it? I don't know how they LX, EX. I don't know how they rate them up in Hondas. Is I know I'm just broiling. 9,000 miles on this baby. Look at that pearlescence. You believe 9,000 miles? Wow, look at this thing. What a beast. Sit in the back seat here. You don't have your nuts in your throat. Here's a Civic, it's a cool little car. Alan Gentry says this is just good basic daily transportation right here. 2 liter, 55,000 miles, 21.9. Just getting broken in. I do like that champagne Malibu. Get a fun car while you can. Yeah, they're gonna take the fun out of it. But it's all over. That's it, man. The good times are over. 2022 with 30,000 miles, 18.9. Look at the inside of this baby. This is like the lap of luxury right here. This is like the lap of luxury. Love this color too. 2022. What's up, Nino? Here's 2022, 43,000 automatic. I always say if it's 2020s and you still can't build a dependable car, then you shouldn't ought to be in the business. This thing's got a lot of side dings in it. 2018. Got some kind of ungawa on the side there. Man, Nino, how late are you up at night? I see one chat and then your birds doing it up. You do a lot of duty. 97,000 miles. I don't think so. There's nobody really around today, right? Well, because it's broiling out here. Here's the little, that's the Insight. We looked at that. Honda Civic Sport. Some punk probably drove the hell out of this thing. Fleet leased vehicle. This thing is still here, man. This is a hell of a big car right here. It's a 2-door. I'm surprised some hood rat hasn't grabbed this thing. Nino keeps an eye on what's going on. Imagine me, the cops would have me picked up like a Doolittle bug. This is a Challenger 2023. You see the insurance company would be screaming and so happy to quote me a rate on this thing. Here's these Mini Coopers. I bet these little Mini Coopers are expensive to work on. 2015 Cooperman, 55,000 miles. Man, look at where the hell is that? That's goofy looking. You got your tachometer here. And you're driving. Well, it's a bad place to have it. I don't know. Cindy's like, don't pick me up in that thing, please. Next. Like, really? What were you thinking? Really? No, Cindy would still be nice. She'd be like, oh yeah, that's really nice. I think I'm the only person here. I never understand why Audis are so cheap, because they're expensive to work on, right? 73,000 miles for 19,998. That's where the real money is, right? First time you got to take it into the shop, you better grab your sack, right? Shame this color is so pukey on this thing. Oh, Veloster. Ugh. No thanks. They had to change out the engine in Monkey Boys. I'm always surprised how lousy the resale value is on luxury vehicles. Some of these Subarus, I fall asleep just looking at them. Right? WRX. I don't even know if they have any manuals on this lot. All right, well, there's the Raptor. I guess they got some. There it is. Let's see what we got here. This is pretty cool looking. We got the Raptor. 2016 Impreza 2-liter, 83,000 miles sports premium. $15,998. So 2016 Subaru Impreza. Subaru's like the king of all-wheel drive. Where's Naomi? Here's her Raptor. 62,998, 2024. That's actually not a bad price, right? Man, look at this thing. Can you imagine insuring this thing? Do they still make slobs? What kind of gas mileage do these beasts get? Yeah, just don't even make a small pickup truck anymore. I don't know, Joni. I'm just too hot out here to dick around. 21, 20, 21. There's the Corolla. Looks like it's got the sports package in it. 20,000 miles. That's nothing. What happened to the 10-year bumper-to-bumper crap they used to have? Is that all gone now? All right. Well, I like the Buick. I like that Champagne Malibu. I like a couple of the Accords. The nice white ones are gone. They had a couple here. You got to move on these things. 40,000 miles, 2020 Accord hybrid. Nothing wrong with that, huh? '20 Accord LX. Which is better, the LX? It's hard to know. Yeah, Alan Gentry tell you 33,000 miles. That baby's just getting broken in. Just getting good. This blue color is so repulsive. That's the LX right there. That's a nice solid How's Your Meat. EX Touring. Honda Accord Sports. Why is that? Here's the Honda Insight EX. $15,000 miles for $25,900. It's locked up. What are you hiding in here? EX is above the LX. Yeah, Alan, 30. This. How about this one, Alan? 15,000 miles. Hybrid. It's like, man, that's nothing. This one actually looks fancier than this one. But this is a hybrid, so what kind of mileage are we talking about on this baby? I'm pretty much saturated. I do like this Champagne Malibu. That's a very sharp looking car. $30,000 miles, that's nothing. See myself floating down the road in this baby. See the USA. In your Chevrolet. Alice Brooks Chevrolet, the corner of Bush and Van Ness. This is really nice. Yeah, the champagne color is beautiful. It really is. There's a lot of seat back here. I'm sure the trunk is like huge. Backup camera. Sun is terrible, isn't it? That's really a nice size sedan. Probably get 25 miles on the highway and about 18 in the city. All right, Alan, I hear you. As usual, we're beaten to a pulp. We are beaten to a pulp. I guess that hybrid would be my number one choice, that Accord hybrid. It's got very low miles. Yeah, I'd love to have a Mustang, right? You know, sometimes in life, you reach a point where you just realize you're never going to have this in life, you're never going to have that in life, but it's okay. What's our charge? We're charging. Yeah, I just think I'm probably leaning towards the Honda. Although I don't know if I might take a chance on that Subaru. Right? I don't know. Sometimes I've always had really good luck with it's got a 4,000 mile warranty. Yeah, Cupcake's okay to drive. I wouldn't take it up to the high desert. It's unpredictable. It's got 192,000 miles on it, but a lot of the top end is new pumps, catalytic converter. I mean, the boss and Janet put a ton of money into that thing. But it's too shaky in summer, you know what I mean? Could be a death trap. I mean, it'd be great content just everybody be tuned in to see if the thing blew up yet on the way. I mean, you're climbing up with that old head gaskets, and I don't know. They might have redone the whole top. I'm not sure. I know they did a lot of stuff to it. Everything that always needed to be done, they did it. I just want a nice, quiet sedan. A truck. Yeah. He's like, I can't believe that car made it to Vegas. Front end is really wobbly. Yeah, we'll just have to clean it up later. It might clean itself up, Shimei. I know we're a bit blurry. Hopefully it'll straighten itself out. If you're coming in, please tap the like button. My days of manual are long gone. of a, I'm looking at that Accord hybrid. California is just unforgiving in the afternoon. Anyway, we'll keep looking. I got a good idea of prices and stuff. So we either take a chance on that Subaru, but that's a little shaky, or we buy that low mileage Civic or that Accord hybrid. Alan Gentry be like, you got a winner if you get that hybrid. Maybe it is, I don't know, but I don't think CarMax takes in vehicles that have problems, and that thing should still theoretically be under a dealer's warranty, the manufacturer's warranty. 20,000 miles? Come on. Don't they sell cars with 100,000 mile bumper to bumper anymore? Are those days gone? We got to put the trash out tonight. There is Cupcake. Cupcakes are just a good all-around town, like backup schleppmobile. What about the Insight, Alan? Any problems with that thing? Yeah, I still have a Mazda 6 in the family that's still going great guns. Beautiful. Beautiful V6. Yeah, Patty, somebody else took the depreciation hit, honey. Right, so I'm not particularly worried about that. officially ready for trash day in the hood tomorrow. How about that, sports fans? Let's see, we got our reading glasses. Let's see. It's really hot tonight. There's no way I was going bike riding today. Alright. We went out and looked at vehicles. And there's beautiful Cupcake. Off to Vegas. You'll never make it, you're gonna die. Man, I carry a whole case of water. Lawn's looking good, huh? Gotta breathe some life into these. These things are just getting old in the truth. Get some new geraniums. Clean up that box a little bit. Alright. Do 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 do. Alright. Roll around that lawn, baby. Roll around that lawn. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Get this on. We're rolling around that lawn. Alright, let's get hydrated first and then we'll have a beer. What to have for dinner tonight. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Tent and green grass in front. That's it, those green fields of summer. Do 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 do. Hey Bianca, do do do. La da dee dee. Do 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 do. Yeah, I got hot dogs I gotta use up. Good calls for me. Good call. Oh man. So we're getting a good idea of car prices. And they ain't cheap, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got a cold water. I like to hydrate first before I commence drinking. so nice to have an outdoor computer. Yeah, I have to be financing, yeah. Although, Cindy, my birthday's coming up. Just kidding. Cindy, the job must be like old hack now to you. Nothing to it. Right. Okay, I finally got this side chat on. All right. I figure in no time at all you'll be killing it down there. Goodness, Rosie's Napoleon with little more on them. Hey, you know, the wonderful Martins in Ohio, they bought 2 bottles of the Courvoisier. That ain't no joke, man. That ain't no joke. Well, Civic is just kind of smaller, you know. The Accord seems like I'm sort of dipping in luxury. Just a nice road vehicle, you know. Yeah, I picked the heat wave to get the AC quoted up, right? I'm pretty rough on vehicles too. The Civics are really good healing. The Buick looked nice too. I have to say I like the Buick. The Buick looked like it would be comfortable as... And I've never heard anything. I've never heard anything negative about Buick. No. Yeah, I just kind of strained it for a second. There's a Subaru Outback from 2013, 77,000 miles. For a good price, but 2013 is a rough year. that was the year that the Outbacks had some transmission and some engine problems. So we got to take that into account. So, you know, we're narrowing it down. Best part of the TV, food. Lee. What a big good pickup Lee Hale has been on the channel, yeah? Fellow Baltimore on here. And there's not a breeze stirring tonight. I don't know when the last time I sat down and watched a TV program was. All is calm on the Western Front. We'll get this thing nailed down. We'll get this vehicle nailed down. We'll get it nailed down. Good night, Amanda. With Toyota. Yeah, you know, Toyota and Honda are easy choices, but you're paying a premium for them. I really lucked out with the van. Yeah, the GMC Terrain is SUV sharp. It was a nice looking vehicle. People love those GMC. I mean, they're good. We'll get it nailed down. Yeah, you got like a 7-year. It used to be 3-year car loans, then 5-year. Now they're out to 7. Now I think they even have 10-year. Can you imagine financing something over 10 years? I haven't heard any complaints about GMC stuff at all. It's got a tougher build than the regular SUVs. They're just really tight, you know, they're really tight. Always got to do your homework. You always have to do your homework. And I'll tell you one thing. The Rancho being on an automatic watering system, I know I got a cat behind me here. It's been really good. Watch out for the maintenance. Like, which one do you think? Which one do you think?
Rosie, we got some pot. We went to the pot store, right? And we got some pot from Laytonville.
Wavy gravy
She
land.
said we got pot from Humboldt. We got pot from whatever. I just want.
I'm
whatever,
surprised.
the cheapest, get right.
I'm surprised you're buying out of a store with the tax and shit around here.
Well, I don't have
Didn't
any
you have a
pot.
kid-
I have the boss's pot. I have other pot.
I thought you had a local guy that.
Yeah, but it cost me $100. You know, I can't just go nickel and dime it.
Bird's like, I got to make it worth his effort. You know.
So that's why.
Remember last time Bird came down with a big ass bag. How long did that last, man?
I still have it. I have to give it away to the crazy lady. I have more pots than that one.
Oh man. That's
It's
funny.
all old and stale, but the crazy people, they don't care. The whatever.
Yeah, they'll smoke it. They don't give a shit. You know. They don't care. Get an Explorer.
And
There
me, I'm
weren't
just
many on the
because it
lot.
tastes
They
funny.
go
You
pretty
get to
fast. The
know,
Explorers.
It's not bad. It just tastes funny.
I was looking for 300. Well, I don't know how knowledgeable I am in Pwet. I mean, everything these days. I'm sure if I went to CarMax and put in Chrysler 300, there'd be a lot around. The good thing about CarMax, they bring them in from anywhere, and they just.
That's the one that got the thing. In Vegas, they got like a thing. You
No,
put the
that's
thing.
Carvana.
Oh, Carvana. CarMax is still really good because they give you the thing
Yeah.
where it tells you if it's been in a wreck.
Well, that's
It's a-
Carfax.
Oh. Well.
One left, Bird. CarMax.
That's why we'd be lucky if we get in
CarMax is
We're getting at the car.
CarMax is a used car lot where they just post a no haggle price. There it is, take it or leave it. So
But that a good one. Whatever you're talking about.
maybe 2 ham sandwiches. Yeah, they had the 2000 Subaru, but I looked it up online and they had some transmission and some. Good night, Alan. They had some transmission and engine issues with that. So you got to always do your research.
That way, the Carfax something.
Well, also you listen to videos from mechanics that work on shit, and they'll say, "What's the best thing that you work? What's the best thing somebody can buy, or what's the worst thing that somebody can buy?"
Because sometimes you spend a lot of money, but sometimes you need someone to vouch, mechanic,
Exactly.
make sure
Yeah.
everything good.
Yeah, lemons came. Just hope for the best. I think I'm kind of with you, Mario. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
I like the Outbacks.
Yeah, but this 1 year is a rough year for the Outback. So, car's in pristine condition. It's got 77,000 miles, which is not a lot for an Outback. But
Rosie, do you know how cheap old Range Rovers go for? I don't know how they drop in value so much.
because you should drive it from the dealer to the junkyard.
But yeah,
That's
you can
why.
get, like,
They're not Land Rovers. People think that the Range Rover.
a Range Rover, whatever it is.
Yeah. Drive it from the dealer to the junkyard. Alright, it's my favorite time of night. Head for the mountains.
Cheers.
Bush light. There it is. See, Mario says Mario is at 100%. Good night, Lee. Mario is 100% correct, right? You look at shit, you take your best shot, but you don't really know.
Rosie, you don't like Coors? The Coors got a can that turned blue or some shit, right?
No. Bird, I died and went to heaven when I found Bush Light was $5 a 12-pack cheaper than what I'm buying now, and I like it. All they
Wow.
did was put Michelob Ultra into a Bush, or they pushed Bush Light into a Michelob Ultra and charged $5 more a 12-pack. Same beer. No difference.
I think Budweiser owns Stella. I think they're Stellas.
Stella Artois, yeah. First time I went to the Atomic Lounge down there, and I'm like, I only got
that place.
$5.
It's like a raw rocker kind of thing.
Yeah, I said, I only got $5. What can I get for $5? He's like, I got a 16-ounce Bush Light for you for $4.50. I said, keep the change, man. Here's the $5.
Wow.
He was laughing his ass off, right? He's like, "You're not the first person that's coming busted into the bar. Like, what do you got?" Shit. That was
That's
funny.
a good thing, because I didn't make any money. But on Fremont Street, I could get 2 Heinekens for $4. 2 for 4, sold.
Hybrid tech has been around a long time, and up to. I'm not sure, Blue. It's a good question. Is hybrid technology been around long enough? You know, when I was Cap TV has a Toyota Prius hybrid, and it's been great for him. You know, we took that thing to Mexico, Ensenada, everywhere.
No, really, wow.
Yeah.
Toyotas are good because that's what they usually use. You think Land Rovers? No, they use Toyota, Land Rover. They sure do.
Tiger, you're getting to be an old sob down here, huh? Look at Tiger, getting to be an old cat.
Hey, not that.
I don't know.
Still.
You know, Bird, these feral cats age they age a lot faster than the domestic cats.
The other one kick his butt, so when he grow up,
Here's
the other one get old.
This one's meaner than hell.
That one's sweet. It just kind of, I think it's wild. The one
Keystone Light. I'll have to try that, Mario.
And she goes like this. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. I think you're wild.
I don't know if we can get. I don't know if we get Keystone Light beer out here. You ever seen Keystone Light beer out here, bro?
I haven't, but I remember it. I haven't drank it, but I know the name.
You know, I haven't seen it out here. It's like a back east beer in Pittsburgh and all that shit.
I think up here in the north, PBR's rule. You take Modelo's really rule. You get a little further in Humboldt County, yeah, it's PBR's.
Can't stand PBR. It's just got a weird.
And you'll see all these calls because they got PBRs and they got evils. That Ghostface. Ghostface, let me see your ear, you fucker.
Ghostface! Get out of here.
I know, he chased Tiger away. Don't let him do that, Tiger.
He beats these other cats to hell at night.
You better be a little Lion King. Tiger, you fight his other ear out. Okay? Is that who beat your ear?
Tiger,
your ear.
Tiger gets tired of fighting for his life out of here. No, Schlitz isn't made anymore. Thank God.
It's not?
No.
Oh, wow.
I think Schlitz rolled up in 2005 or 2010. If I see a Keystone, I'll have to give it a shot. I don't need a high gravity, big whomping ass beer. I just like the 4.5 is fine for me. Have 2-3 of those bad boys and it's like you weren't even drinking, right? Patty, that's the best thing the bartender did at the Atomic Lounge was turn me on to Busch Light. Now you see Baby Socks just hangs around and put food down. He's all hissing at you. Really grumpy. Hard cider. Oh man, what a beautiful night. It's finally cooled off. There's no way I could ride a bike tonight in that heat this afternoon and early evening. Lee, I started my channel on January 4th of 2013. In all of that time, I've missed 4 days on here. 1 day in 2013, 3 days when my father died. Otherwise, I've been here every single day. Hey, Judy. I can't always guarantee it will be, especially when I go over to recorded content. But that's yeah. I've enjoyed being here. So we're talking about 11 years and times 365, right? Plus 6 months times 30, and right. Yeah, it's always fun looking at the cars. Yeah, you know why? Because it's nice. Yeah, hey animals, 6% I don't really need. You know, you're starting to get up to the hood beers there. I like you know, this is low calorie. It's nice. It just goes down really smooth. Yeah, it's been good to have Lee Hale here on the channel. It's like my hometown connection. I'm on vacation, getting a lot done. A working vacation. I got this whole place on autopilot. I was on YouTube before it was cool. Actually, yeah, before it crested in popularity, and then TikTok came along. But now I notice people are coming back from TikTok because they're trying to establish themselves here in case TikTok gets taken down. Good to see you, Yogi. Yeah, I think probably Blue Eyed was talking about hybrid technology. I think hybrid technology is pretty well. It's pretty good. And I'd rather have a hybrid than an all electric. Yeah, Jewel and Achilla were here. I was the one, Mr. Z and I were the ones that got messed up. They were perfectly behaved. Trying to farmers light lager tonight. Then I would drink a good IPA. Yeah, I don't like ale. I think ale is just rushed to market and just, I don't know. Ale just never had I like a lager beer. As they said on Shawshank Redemption, a Bohemian beer. Upped it from 5.5. This is 95 calories. I tell you, this is absolutely Michelob Ultra in a can. 4.1% alcohol. This is actually Michelob Ultra. Ooh. Oh, there's nothing like that first beer. July 2024. I know darn well they sell a lot of this stuff. Yeah, they're all Yeah, IPA, we're all a fascinating crew. 10 days till my birthday. Let's get some dinner on here. Cut up some hot dogs here. What are you doing, baby socks? Are you just really bring me down all the time? Right? You really bring me down. This cat just depresses me. Right? What do you want? What do you want? Are you gonna growl at me again? Here. Don't be a dick. You know, you just made a hissing at me. Stare down. Every time I'm nice to you, you're meaner to me. And that cat's meaner than hell. Let's see, we got hamburger rolls for hot dogs. That's fine. That's all good. Been in the freezer a year or two. It's all right. Ballpark Franks, they plump when you cook them. We got a good deal on these before. Smell good and meaty. Well, good and meaty. Good and meaty. How is your meat? Yeah, well, she's not hurting for any food around here, Patricia Wakefield. She gets fed constantly around here. And she's meaner than hell, too. The cat hates my guts because it keeps hanging around, you know. Right, what are you gonna do? Right, what are you gonna do? Next thing will be attacking me. All three babies are every one of them is a different color. One of them's gray with white, like the Rosie. The other one, it looks like a tiger with black, gray, and white. And the third one is black with white markings. Look at that. Breaking up a chair for the trash. No kidding, the nicer you try to be to the cat, the worse it treats you. Hot dogs on hamburger rolls, why not? How's business, June? Yeah, the kittens are around here somewhere. There's three of them. One's black with white paws. One of them's gray with white paws. They're all gray. And the other one is, it looks like a tiger. It looks like a little tiger. It's all got stripes and stuff all over it. So, I don't know what the hell happened. The place is worse than West Virginia around here. What are you doing? Are you going to attack me now? Waiting for the cat to go into attack mode. Waiting for attack mode here. I've never seen a cat with such a sour disposition in my life. The more you try to be nice to it, the meaner it is. I don't think I'd ever have a female cat. always been a supreme pain, like the diva on the place. There's the diva. Smelling what's on the. Oh, you're smelling that big meat. Oh, big meat. Smelling that big meat. Smelling that big meat. They're all checking that meat out. Look at that. Look at that, gonna jump up on the grill. What did I tell you? Jump right up on top. Just the meanest cat you'd ever want to see. My professorial glasses. Cat saw a rat on my. Oh, rat on your bird feeder. Well, okay. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's really not cool. That is really not cool. Yeah, well, they do the job. Just for reading, I've done so much work on the computer the last 15, 16 months. Yeah. Cindy's like, you look like a professor of mine, right? Very Clark Kent. I started getting eye strain. So I said, that's it. I think these are 1.25s. .00, they're hardly anything. Prescription Ray-Bans, that's it.
That's not country.
You're meaner than hell. You know that, right? You're meaner than hell. Yeah, you. The nicer anybody is to you, the worse you treat them. The nicer you try to be to baby socks, the worse behaved she is. You're a food.
Someday it's like she's on the rack and she's nice, like 5 days out of the month.
I never, yeah, 5
Right?
days out of the month.
Yeah.
She's
if you're
nice.
lucky.
What a mean cat, man.
She let me pet her today just for a little bit. You're in
I
the
can,
mood.
I can pet her if she's eating, but otherwise she hisses
And then you just have to keep doing it to try to make her. And then sometimes she go like this, high five, because when you do that high five, right? She goes,
Yeah. She wants to claw you,
do that.
you
Come
know?
on, let's see you do it. High five.
I mean, doggone.
Scruffy. Thick.
Wait to see what meat's around. Definitely a meat eater.
Lunker, you like that?
What are you doing? Why are you so mean? Huh? Why are you so mean?
She thinks she's wild. She thinks
It's like, what the heck? Alright. Like, what the heck? Oh. Alright, we got a couple hot dog here on hamburger rolls. A good Rancho tradition. Ow. And look who's right there. Johnny on the spot. Right there. Ranch is just beautiful stuff, man. Highly collectible, very sought after, very expensive. Saw Marantz from Kew Gardens, New York City. Started it with his mom. New York was a real hotbed of audio in New York City. I like both. This is like eating a hamburger.
Here, you want some more? We'll go to the other one.
Kittens are still in hiding.
Okay, it's this one. Right? Oh, sure. Oh, Tiger.
Yeah, the relish. Let me put a little bit on. Man, just got all that juice on it. Man, I hate this thing. Just sucks. Ugh. Just won't come out that end stuff. There you go, it's going to be hot, so you got to let it cool off. Hey Justin. I already got tomatoes all over the place. Tomatoes are doing great. I like anything on my dogs except hot peppers. And I'll eat them if I have to, but
Yeah,
you know, you never get that out of the bottom.
you're not allowed to. still different.
Vidalia onions. I had good success. Good night, Angus. I had good success with growing onions last year. Just a demonstration to see if I could do it. We're all right. Baby Socks knows big meat is around. What do you want? Are you gonna be nice? Are you mean? Are you gonna hiss? Whoa. Huh? My cat. O.J. Simpson. Oh, OJ's moved on. Hard to believe 30 years.
And now it baby.
Where are those babies? Blackbird, did you see Rosie's baby around?
I think it's behind my surfboard. I don't know. I have not heard it.
Yeah, Trotsky. Audrey trial was on there. I was sick of that. Judge Alito or Marcia Clark. That was like really early internet. Yeah. What are we gonna swat me? Are we gonna super fly me? You got the IQ of a porch lamp. That cat will eat. That cat's got an appetite like you wouldn't believe. Did you see Joey Chestnut's not going to be able to compete in the Nathan's hot dog eating because he had a hot dog sponsorship with a vegan company. And Nathan said, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no, dude." I thought that was pretty funny. So probably probably have Kobayashi back there again. Right. Oh. Kobayashi. Right. Alright guys, well it's been 3.5 hours. I've eaten, the cats have eaten. We've been out, we looked, we got some more indicative pricing on vehicles and stuff, so. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, we're getting close to 100 here. If you wouldn't mind hitting that. It's going to be a very warm night in the hood tonight. So thank you to my moderators. Thank you very much. Cheryl S. says hi to everybody. She's busy. She's got stuff going on. HR work is very, very busy this time of year. So she sends her regards, and we'll be in when she can be in. So don't forget, tomorrow night we got Wednesday night's markets tomorrow night. So we will go live at the market, and then we will walk around a bit downtown. Then we will get our coffee and then figure out what we're going to do from there as we're increasing our walking and chooching. So in the meantime, thank you very much to my moderators, everybody else. Darn good to see you. Yeah, that kitty's cute. You want it? You like a nice tuxedo cat? With a really bad personnel. Right there. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Everybody thinks you're cute. I tell them you're meaner than hell. You're like a Felix the cat clock there. Good night, everybody.